I want to complain immediately. I want to start the show off with a complaint because I'm mad. I'm angry. All right?
You're angry?
I'm angry because you're a cop and you went to the police show.
Well, of course, all the police went to the police show.
And you didn't call me.
I'm sorry. I had to take my wife. How would I have
Did you have fun? Did she have fun?
Yes, it was a great time. It was a good concert.
I'm turning my back on you, man.
Chris has turned his back for those of you watching at home.
We went to see the police and didn't even call me up and ask me if I was going. You know, you could have it could have been camaraderie.
At the last minute, I got some tickets at the last minute, and it was a great concert though. It was.
Yeah, thank you. Could you just tell me more about how great it was that I wasn't there?
They had a slideshow. You know, somebody told me. I didn't know this. I didn't know.
What a slideshow?
Now,
you put slide A
stage
to slide B on your CD cover on a police.
Well, it was really funny. They had a big a stage show, and they had all the lights shows. It was great. And I've never been to a police concert, and I was never real.
But you're a cop.
Yeah, well, they haven't been here. Oh, that's another thing. During the concert, they said they haven't been here in 24 years, since 1983 at Comiskey Park, at which point everybody booed.
Oh, really?
Because they said they were at Comiskey Park. And I turned to my wife and I go, it's hard for me to believe that he just said that, and that 23. It was 24 years ago in 1983. At that time, I was in high school.
Yeah.
24 years ago, I was in high school.
That was back when they were super hot, man.
Yeah, it was great.
Every little thing she does is magic was out then.
Yeah, I'm much more of I like Sting's music as a solo more than I like the Police. But it was really good concert.
It's like the Police, but with all of its guts and its cojones ripped out of it. Really? You know? Fields of gold. Walking through fields of gold.
Hey, Chris. Well, as
cages and turtles.
If I would have invited you instead of taking my lovely wife, it would be it would not bode well for my marriage.
You didn't have to not take your wife. You should have done, Dave.
What, got more
let me take your wife. All right?
So, don't you think that, though, something like that would be a key to having a successful marriage?
Sorry, what, Dave? Was that a Freudian slip? You hit the dump button on the, let's rewind the tape.
Because I have an article here about what people think are keys to successful marriage. One of them
apparently we know what yours is.
Yeah, taking your wife to a concert over your friend. And then, what do you think a key to a successful marriage is, though?
Well, going back in your conversation, I think it's sexual.
No. Well,
fewer transportation.
With this, the
house near the train.
The Pew Research did a poll, and one of the things is that you have fewer children would make a more successful
Zero
marriage.
Would be perfect.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Like, we need more. Okay.
Hey, but my wife pointed out to me that one of the things that says chair shoring was cited as very important by 62. Chore sharing.
Thank you. He said share choring. I'm trying to figure. Is that a boating thing?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now we're going to go down to the lake and do some share choring.
Chore sharing was cited as very important by 62% of the respondents, which means I think that only 48% of the respondents were men.
Thank you. Yeah, and 4 of them were just not even. They thought it was a sports thing, and they were watching TV while they were answering.
Yeah, because if there was a guy that answered that chore sharing was important, then
the phone call went like this. Yeah, what?
He was probably going to another guy.
Yes, go. What? Yeah, whatever. Sure, of course. Yes. Click. We got 100% response from that guy.
Yeah, he was great. All right,
what do you do when people call you? Do you feel okay? This is an argument between my attorney and I, and that is that I am unabashedly and pointedly rude to solicitors.
Sure.
Like I really get down. I go through hoops to make them insane. I want them to cry. My goal is that one day one of them will cry while they're talking to me.
I try to keep them on the phone for as long as possible so that they're bothering less people later.
So you're like a humanitarian.
Yeah, I'm doing it for
I'm evil.
I'm a service kind of guy. I do it for other people.
There you go.
So what do you do?
Ask them. I say, "Why do you have this job?" And they go, and then they start over. They always start over. They go, "Really? Come on! Don't you think you should be out there doing something meaningful with your life? And instead, you're calling me? I mean, honest to God. And I don't even like you. I don't want to hear. I'm not going to buy the product. You can bet on that right now." You know, and then,
but they'll keep talking as long as they get you on the phone.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because then they don't have to make another call.
So you just abuse them?
Abuse them. One time I took the phone.
Just attack their self-esteem.
I handed, way back when it was just, when Connor was a little baby, I handed the phone to him. I walked off. You know, and the guy was talking to the baby, you know, and it was, it's ridiculous. I hate them. I hate people that call me and ask for stuff.
Well, do you get many, are you on the no-call list?
I am on the no-call list, and since I've been on the no-call list, way more calls.
Really?
No, I'm lying. I hardly get ever calls.
Yeah, I get a lot less. Now it's like you get it from people that you do business with or something.
You know what I get? I get the consumer oh my God, what's it called? You know, where you get paid $50 to like watch somebody use a garden tool, or and you're like, that's wonderful. Plunk, $50. I've been to one of those in like the 8 years I've been signed up. They call me once, like at least every 2 weeks. And I go through like 40 or 50 questions. It takes so much time. It's always in the middle of a great TV show or something, The whole family's paused on the couch. We'll answer these. And finally go, I'm sorry. We're going to have to disqualify you this time. But good luck next time. Click. It's such a pain.
My wife does those all the time. She signed up for all. There's a bunch of different companies.
My problem, I don't have any habits. I don't smoke. Well, I smoke cigars, but I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't do that. Okay, and I don't make hand gestures. I don't have any habits that are worth them studying. So
hey, they called up one of the ones my wife goes, and they had my kids come down. I think it tastes pudding or something like that, and they each got some money.
I think it was pudding.
I had them call up one time. Listen, I had them call up one time.
Andy, this
45 minutes. And they started off saying, "Yes, sir. We have a taste testing survey. We'd like you to come down. It'll pay $100 for 2 hours, and we'd like you to taste some whiskey and give us a thing." I'm
God.
like, really? I sat there. They answered me questions for 45 minutes. I sat on that phone for 45 minutes, and they said, "Okay, well, you qualify, so come on down." And so I went down there, and they said, "We're sorry, we overbooked it, so we're not going to need you for the survey."
Did they give you the money?
Yes, here's your money. And I said,
"Did you trade for whiskey?"
Yeah, if I give you the money back, can I have the whiskey? So they gave me the money, but I missed out on the whiskey tasting.
Do they check to see if you're an alcoholic before they do that?
They asked how many. Well, I'm sure they kept asking how many drinks, and they asked
how many drinks do you have a minute?
Just how many? What time is it? It's 10 o'clock in the morning. How many drinks have you had today?
7. But it's Wednesday.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I had a drink early today. First time I've ever done that, because I was recording at that bar at 3 Counties, and so
3 Counties is. Oh yeah, we should mention this.